Hey everybody, this is Paul Bishop, Deathbat, coming to you live. We are at the Powell's Grove Cemetery in Portland, Oregon, where we are about to roll up onto the site. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around for you guys to see. Right in front of us here is the Powell Grove Cemetery. It's really not that big, but then again, there are a lot of forgotten souls here. So we're going to go up there and see if we can get any kind of EVPs or any kind of, spiritual anomalies. And we're going to be taking some pictures as well. It is still daytime here. We are waiting for the sun to completely go down until we get a thorough investigation in. Hope you guys enjoy the work that we're about to put together for you. I am going to be handing the camera over to our guest and special guest cameraman, Richie Lopez. He is going to be camera man, and he's going to basically be recording everything that's going on. So whenever you guys comment or post and stuff like that, Richie Lopez will be seeing everything. He'll give you a shout out, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer the camera over to Richie. Just got to make sure that the camera lens and everything stays relevantly clean. Should be good to go. Here you go, Richie. Just kind of hold the camera towards us. We're about to get out and go do this. Just put the camera at me real quick. So, what we're about to do is we're about to roll up on this place. It's kind of on a hill of an incline. So, like I said, this place is surrounded by traffic. We're going to try to get as much activity as we can, but we're also going to debunk any of the evidence that we get, because anything could happen here. Anything could be hindering with the EVPs because of the fact there is so much traffic here. Now, I imagine as nighttime progresses, the traffic may die down. I don't know, but there's a main highway over here, so it does concern me. We still need to give this investigation a chance. We're going to go scope it out and see what we can gather for you guys. So, you guys ready to do this, team?
Yep.
All right, let's rock and roll. You know how it goes.
Here goes nothing.
Put my goose flute up.
Hi.
Alright everybody, before we get started and stuff like that, do any of you guys have an extra camera? Maybe we can take a picture before we go in and get some pictures of the crew.
Phone cameras?
Would you mind if he uses your phone or whatever to just snap a picture of us? Alright.
Cooper, do you want to be on the picture?
This is the main investigators. Get a picture before we do this.
Alright, we're good.
Alright, good to go. Alright guys, I'm going to basically hand the phone over to Richie Lopez. As you guys see, I'm going to go ahead and scope out the area, show you a little bit what we're working with. This is the cemetery. This is Powell's Grove Cemetery, Portland, Oregon. We will be investigating this place for a specific daytime investigation. EVPs. We will be snapping pictures of anomalies. Hopefully we can find some anomalies in our photos and stuff like that, where we're looking for orbs and stuff along those lines. As you guys see, these graves are very, very old. We're going to be very, very temperate on walking over the dead bodies. So, I'm going to hand the phone over to Richie Lopez, and we're going to go in and see what we're working with here. Here you go, Richie. Let's do this, guys.
Thank you.
Camera on me?
Yes.
Blackberries, be careful.
I really put that out here.
Oh, shoot. Okay, come on, Cooper.
First thing that catches my attention is right over here, guys. It's an old tombstone, it looks like. And it looks very, very, I don't know how to describe it. It looks very old, rickety, and kind of rough. So I'm going to go over here to this area, because it looks like the oldest. Maybe the oldest. And I just show, look down here. It has some, there's a snake hole right here. And it looks like there's some of this ground that's kind of coming up.
Well, we also have gophers and...
Yeah, they got a lot of stuff in Oregon that could kill you.
Yeah.
Gophers are harmless.
Yeah.
Until they bite you.
Yeah.
Good little fucking hill. It looks like there's a stump here. Looks like what used to be a tree. And hey, Zach Bagans, are you watching this? It looks like somebody with your last name. But
Except his is spelled with
it's
one
not Zach.
A, one I.
I used to think it was Zach Bacon. That's not bacon. All right. As you guys see, there's a lot of things burrowing down into the grounds. A lot of graves that look like they've been messed with in some kind of way, shape, or form.
There's a family.
Let's go ahead and take it over here, guys.
A lot of gopher holes.
Yeah, a lot of gopher holes. This is somebody by the name of Reynolds. This is a historical site.
There's a baby grave here. One of the graves that got transported here.
So, as you guys know, there is a lot of controversy surrounding the fact of these graves were transferred here. So they were brought here to this location and placed here. Now, as you guys see, look all around you, there's fucking cars and everywhere. I don't know about you, but if it was me, that would kind of piss me off. I want to know how these spirits feel about this chaos all around you. These could be disturbances. These could be people going, walking away. When you're transporting dead bodies and you accidentally spill the bones out, or maybe the casket breaks open, especially when you're dealing from the 1800s. They didn't have all the technology that we have back then. So anything could happen in that time period. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to dig them up and transport them again. I mean, anything could go wrong. And if it does go wrong, not only are the gravekeepers responsible for that, but then again, the souls have problems resting. Just take a good look at all the graves here. These are all historical. This right here, it's like Lillian D. Reynolds, 1877 to 1899. I'm going to call out these names of these graves so that we can acknowledge their existence. These were people at one time. They eat, slept, and breathe just like you and me do. Cleora F. Reynolds, 1850-1929. Byron P. Reynolds, 1851-1913. John Reynolds, 1807 to 1882. These are, oh wow, oh my God. These are soldiers, right?
I believe so.
These must be like Civil War, because I recognize the
Yeah, some people are buried here that fought in the Civil War.
Okay. It looks like Murdy. It's hard to tell. Myrtle.
DAU of...
But it looks like December 20th of 1877 until January 9th of died of 1879. So as you guys see, these graves are very, very old. We're going back over 100 years, guys. There's Sarah J over there. It says that she died, I think that's January 7th, 1870. I'm not 100% sure. To anybody that is out here listening to me right now, I would like you to know I am calling all your names out to recognize your existence of your time of living on earth. I want you to be recognized, and this is your chance to manifest yourself. I understand your graves were transported to this site. We want to let you know you are not alone. We are here for you. You are the reason we stand in this graveyard today. If you want to be heard, if you want to be known, please manifest yourself in this investigation. We are here to help you. We are not here to desiccate your graves. We're not here to cause any problems. We just want to help you, and we want to get your voice. This one just says, John, son of... Can you read that, bro? Something. It says Geo. It looks like a B and Margaret Pullen. Born of June 22nd, 1854. Died May 22nd of 1882.
Oh, it's
And
nice
as you guys
when they're
see, we
filming.
have like a crow up here in the tree, just kind of watching us as we're standing here right now. I don't know if there's a way to zoom in on that or not, but that's, you know, they do say that crows and ravens and stuff carry messages, and they're definitely soul keepers. Next one I'm going to go over to, guys. I'm going to go over to our Queen Alberta Russell. January 20th, 1929 to May 23rd, 2011. It looks like she's African American. So she lived at a very, very rough time. Loving mother and grandmother. In my father's house are many mansions, and apparently she was a Christian. So her soul had died whenever believing, in Christianity. Which people encourage people on your deathbed to basically have something to believe in, because when you exit this world, it's unknown where you're going to go. You just have to jump with it. Bucky Klipstein, July 18th, 1935. Now that's when he was born. April 4th, 2008 is when they died.
Before I came to Oregon.
So, if I may interject, it
They
seems
died
like
before I came to Oregon.
if I may interject, it seems like some of these stones are a little bit newer than a lot of these ones.
Absolutely.
For example, that stone over there. It's,
Definitely reconstructed in some
yes.
way.
On the stone itself, it says 1835 to 1913 of W.T. Legg. Christina R., his wife, 1845 to 1880. So, I mean, as you guys can see, some of these are newer, but a good chunk of these are very old indeed.
Well,
Absolutely.
Because sometimes people just come here and just vandalize graves. That's why some of the older ones had to be replaced. But yet again, depending on the time when the graves were made, does depend on the materials, because have you noticed that some of these older ones, they're still in one piece.
I can look right here and tell you right now, there's broken glass from beer bottles and stuff like that here. That's just desecration. To all you guys out there that are watching this right now, let this be a reminder and example. One day you are going to die. Would this or would this not piss you off?
This would definitely piss me off.
This right here would be a reason why your soul cannot rest, because your grounds where you're supposed to be at rest is constantly being desecrated in the middle of highways and stuff.
I can tell you this right now. If I were buried here in the middle of a highway, I'd be very upset.
Absolutely, I would too. I mean, it's a personal thing.
If I'm being put in the ground to rest, I'd want to be left alone. I don't want to be buried in urban sprawl.
I don't want to be some fucking land for somebody to have sex at either.
Exactly.
So pretty much the situation is,
We can't just just walk around here. Would you mind actually coming over to this side? I want to kind of see what this side is. So as you guys see, this is Powell Grove, Oregon Historic Cemetery. It's established in 1848. Tobacco-free zone, but as you see, this place gets desecrated pretty often. There's a lot of lonely graves sitting out here in the middle of this cemetery that absolutely are just waiting for us to just call their names, just so that way they can, not be forgotten. Guys, these people are forgotten. This is from the 1800s. This is over 100 years ago, guys. Where are their families? Do their families still come and see them? I don't see many flowers out here, guys. People live and people die. Today, we're going to let everybody in a cemetery that we can. We're not going to be able to get them all, apparently. But we're going to get as many as we can, and hopefully some of them manifest themselves tonight in our investigation. And hopefully some of this traffic that we have on these streets die down. But we're going to try to give these spirits a chance to communicate with us, to let us know how they feel about being buried here. I mean, look at this, guys. The desecration, the abruption of their dead bodies. All these, they said that these are probably beaver holes and stuff like that. Guys, this is ridiculous. They could at least call somebody in to take care of this problem. I'm kind of pissed off for these spirits because of this. This is ridiculous. This is unexceptional. It does not matter. And if those were soldiers that fought for America, shame on you. Shame on you. Clemenza Pugh, year 1852, date of death 1941. John W. Pugh, 1847, date of birth, 1934, date of death. We are here. We are here for you. Please manifest yourself. Please make yourself known. If you can hear us right now, come to the sound of my voice and the camera. We want to get your message heard. Winter, KS Winter. This looks more recent. This is December 21st, 2001.
Just 3 years ago.
Yeah, this is crazy. He was young.
Yeah, 16 years old.
Yeah, August 8th, 2017. Oh wow, this is just a little. This is a baby, guys.
I mean, just
this is a baby.
Look at his portrait. He don't look any older than 20.
This is a baby, and look at the way that this cemetery. I mean, there's this beaver. The beavers are digging up the damn ground. I mean, and it's bad enough you have to transport the graves to a location like this, but shit. And some of them, I mean, they don't really get that option. You can kind of see right here, if you end the camera right there, you'll kind of see the body outline, guys. This right here is where they dig to put the body in, with the casket, coffin, you name it. But given the fact this is probably a wooden coffin, it's an old wooden box.
And
this is where they would place them.
To me, this looks actually a little recent too.
Yeah. Which I didn't. Huh?
Found the Powell family.
You found the Powell family?
Yeah.
Let's take a look, guys.
David Powell's family. They had an infant that died.
Here's the Powells, guys. This is Thomas. I'd like to call him Thomas Cater, 1857 to 1928. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please come to it. Can you call the name on that stone?
This is Martha Powell.
Martha Powell, if you can hear us, please come to the sound of our voice. We are here to help, and we are here to get your voice.
1888 to 1911?
Yep, she lived a long life.
Over yonder. It's just kind of sitting between those trees over there. It's kind of caught my eye.
We're trying to find David
That crow up there is going crazy. You guys notice that crow's going crazy? It ain't leaving.
Oh.
More stones right here.
And there's a tree on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, I do know that when they die, they want a tree planted or something like that on their grave.
Here's James Powell.
I want a willow.
He was only 9 when he died. James Powell died when he was 9.
Yeah. That might be one of...
9 years old, people. 9 years old, he lost his life.
Here's
Put the camera up towards me. How many people can remember a 9-year-old dying? Guys, I mean, these people, even you guys where you live at, it doesn't matter where you live at, cemeteries and stuff like that, there is a middle world. The spirits are real, and, they used to be people too. Sometimes just leaving flowers at their grave is enough to let them know, hey, you're remembered and not forgotten. And it feels good. To you guys that's ever been locked up or thrown in a jail cell or been in a prison before, you know what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is broken in half.
That's probably due to age.
This is Calvin Powell Lamb, Captain U.S. Army Air Corps, World War II, August 7th, I can't tell.
22 by the looks of it to January 29th, 1969.
Found Mr. David. Mr. David Powell found his tombstone.
I found another Powell that died at 5.
Yeah, right underneath a tree, and a 3-year-old.
Wow, guys.
So here's Mr. David Powell, the curator and original founder of this grave site. He was born in 1887.
73 years.
Yep.
His wife looks like she recently passed away before he died.
29 years before.
Yeah, his wife. Poor guy.
Wait, 39, my bad.
So basically, from what I'm understanding, is
Most of this used to be a family site for Dave, the Powell
this
family.
man created this refuge for the dead.
Yep. Because they were going to demolish the gravesite of the ones that were older than his. The tombstones that were here before him. So of course he's going to say, sure, I have plenty of land to do so. That means his house could have been not too far away from here, but they probably moved it or got it demolished when the stupid fucking Sears was at. What is up with that black car, man? That car has been controlling the fucking Sears place, like.
Yeah, it looks like they're looking over here at us.
Like we're not demolishing anything. We're just looking at them.
Got them on video just in case.
Yeah. Because what?
Let's just kind of walk towards them and see if anything comes up. Come on, team.
How well was down the walls down?
I'm not sure, but they're doing a whole lot of things around the road.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be someone teaching their kid how to drive so they can get their license.
Should be a perfect place to do that. Just hang on real quick. I just want to make sure that, there ain't no problems, or maybe you don't think we're out here, doing something we're not supposed to. We're just basically trying to, look around to the grave site so that we can do our normal investigation. Not causing any harm to anybody. It does look like there's a passenger in that seat.
And there's somebody right there in the picture.
Telling you this, that car looks shady.
No kidding.
Well, tell him Mr. David Powell. Yeah, it looks like they teach you.
Yeah, practice driver.
Yeah. If you were actually having an issue, they would park right next to your car. And then start coming at us.
Alright guys, so as you see, this is a ground of a lot of forgotten souls, a lot of unfortunate individuals that had to be relocated from another cemetery to this one. Now, I understand that in society, things modernize, things happen, lands and stuff like that. But guys, for instance, to all you people out there that are wealthy and do have money, if you ever see a gravesite, leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't bother it. There's no reason for you to tear down that gravesite. It was there long before you were. You know what I'm saying? These are where the dead wish for their souls to rest. And if they didn't, maybe they had a really tragic ending. Leave them in peace. You know what I'm saying? So for you to come out and desecrate the graves, and believe it or not, even whenever you're trying to move the graves, you're still desecrating it. Because you're still, you're not letting that soul rest. When you're dead, it's the last thing you should worry about is your dead body having to get moved around places. Some people just don't care what happens to their dead bodies. That's completely fine too. But to the ones that do, you should pay them that respect. This is a good example of a bad place to be buried. You're around nothing but highway, and you're, constantly around people that are busting beer bottles over your graves, having sex on your graves, and, doing whatever the fuck they want, busting your grave, your gravestones up. I mean, this is not a place that a person should want to be buried. So let's just take a moment and give these people and these individuals and these spirits that recognition they deserve. Because I think this is fucking horrid. It pisses me off to, a tragic ending. I don't think it's fair, and I think they deserve a proper burial. I mean, I'm just another person. Like I said, I'm just an outsider from Indiana coming to Oregon looking at this. This is just fucking stupid. And I think that to anybody in Oregon that sees this should complain about it. Because this is not a place anyone should be buried. But then again, a lot of the people are here building a highway around a fucking grave. Come on now, guys.
That's disrespectful. Let them sleep in peace.
You're building a highway around a grave. There's a sidewalk right over here. There's no fences or gates to close this place off.
I don't even want to know how many homeless people came here and peed on this.
These places are where homeless people come in and desecrate. They piss all over the graves. They do all kinds of stuff like that. There is no protection, around these surroundings. There's a fucking ditch that almost swallows you when you're trying to walk in here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that really pisses me off about this. I still want to do an investigation because I want these spirits to be heard. But then again, I just feel so much anger already from the auras that I'm feeling here. Wow.
Had to have been a couple, and somebody stepped on the grave already. That's a fresh grave.
Yep.
Grab seeds over. They did that to all fresh graves.
Behind you is more.
It
looks like more, Now, as you guys know, I'm 22 years old, and I was born in June 20th of 97. This is August 9th, 1907. This kid was a baby. He died on October 9th, 2016.
Wait, August 9th?
Yeah.
I was born August 9th.
This guy was born.
October 9th. I'm sorry, guys.
This guy was born August 9th, 1997.
Yeah, I was born August 9th, 1987.
Just a year or so shy of being 20.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And then
Some kids from that generation, Jack, it's just bad luck. I mean, who knows how he could have died?
Gang fights. There's a lot of gangs.
A lot of gangs out here. A lot of bad things happen. You just get
in this area of Portland, yeah.
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
You get shot, killed. Anything happens. You know what I'm saying? This right here is this is Donald N. This is Stuckel, I think. Stuckel. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Stuckel.
But it's Donald N. 1929 to 1999. Wilma M. 1928 to 2001. The year of 9/11.
She died just
She
2 years.
was born a year before, but died 2 years later.
So, generalization team, what are you guys thinking? What are you feeling right now inside of you? What do you feel? Be honest, straight up. And tell us.
I'm feeling a lot of sorrow and a lot of frustration. It kind of feels like whatever's here is upset that the desecration has happened, you know? Because I mean, like you mentioned, look at this. This is no place for somebody to be buried at all. I mean, there's no reason for it, you know?
Linda, is there anything you'd like to say about this bullshit that you're seeing around you? I mean, anything. I see your mind's wandering a lot. Is there anything you're seeing that angers you or makes you sad or any kind of relief? I mean, how are you
Richie?
feeling?
You just stepped on a grave.
Come on, come closer, bro. Anything you're feeling?
Well, for one thing, I want to cry. I want to cry because all of these, they're unable to rest because of all the damn noise. Every one of these cars keeps these dead awake every night. And those who died before automobiles were even made, think about them. They're confused by all of this technology.
And
They're
ladies and
probably
gentlemen,
even confused by that camera phone.
ladies and gentlemen, what she's saying right now is the reason I'm a paranormal investigator. This is the reason why we do what we do. so they can get the respect they deserve.
And pardon Ruby, she needed a moment.
H.M. Howitt. He died of May of 1890. And it's written in some letters that I can't really read.
I mean, that just shows you how long it's been here. I mean,
Yeah,
that poor stone is all weathered, you know?
I do know that you can do... Now, guys, sometimes when you have older graves, sometimes you can take a piece of paper and you can take a crayon or you can take any kind of ink like that and smear it over it, and sometimes you can kind of see like the outline of it just a little bit better. So that's just kind of a 401 on that, guys. As you guys see, just showing a little bit over here kind of what it looks like. Now, yeah, there's a lot of desecration here, guys, but this is what happens when society steps in. I mean, from what I understand, this is federal grounds. The federal government runs this. Now,
Actually, Metro is the local government, not federal.
the local government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Metro, they, their jurisdiction is Multnomah County, which we're in right now, Clackamas County, where I live, and then Washington County, back out
The only
west.
question that I could have for the Metro government that is local in this area is, how could you? And if you was to die tomorrow and breathe your last breath, would you want to spend it and get buried like this? Would you want to be buried around all this chaos around you? The desecration of your grave, no protection on a cemetery? Is this how you would want to go out? Is this what you think is fair? Let's take a good look at these. This is Douglas W. Melvin of Oregon. He's a World War II veteran, guys. May 21st of 1918, died June 23rd of 1955. He fought for your country. Elizabeth E. Russell of 1888, and she died in 1958. I can't really read that. Can you guys get a good description on it?
I can just barely make the first name out.
Could you possibly use a snap picture on it if you don't mind, just to kind of maybe we can get something later on?
I have to turn the camera back.
Are you okay, Ruby?
I'm feeling,
Pissed off?
no, I can feel the pain of the women who lost their babies. And it's really getting to me.
But yeah, I can only make out the first name of that. It's Violet.
Hang on a minute. Ruby, can you kind of, if you don't mind, just explain to people the sorrow you're feeling empathically and the effect and the emotions having on you?
I can sense it. There's like energy here. I sense it right now. It's a woman crying over her baby that just recently died after giving birth. And I can sense her around here. There's already several tombstones of unknown babies being buried here. Not just in the Powel family, but another family too. And I could just feel it. She's like have like a big grasp on my heart right now. This is the power of a shaman. And it's hard. It's really hard. I might need to go to the car and get
Hey, take a break. Okay.
Hey, Paul. If you want to get any more pictures, you're in charge of the camera.
As you guys see, our editor and director just broke down in tears. She had felt the sorrow of a mother and her dying baby in this cemetery, and her being an empath, and a shaman, it really affected her in a big way and literally brought her into tears. Our whole team right now is being affected by the negligence of this cemetery. In some way, we were drawn here today. At first, this was an investigation of, oh, we ain't really no activity here, but we feel so much sorrow and so much pain here, guys. When you're a mother and you lose your kid, there's no pain in the world like that, man. You just lost your baby. So, I feel like we were drawn here today, guys. I really feel like it was meant for us to be here. We have R. Emerson, son of Thomas E. Catherine Jackson. This person, it says, was drowned. Is that drowned?
Yeah, drowned.
They were drowned to death. July 22nd of 1886, age 12 years old and 9 months and 12 days. If you can hear us, please come to our voice. We are here to help you. We are here to give you the respect that you deserve. I want you to get a good view. Does that look like desecration to you?
Yes, a water bottle where flowers should be.
That's just sickening. Charles Albert, May 20th of 1927, died August 25th of 2013, married October 27th, 1956 to Shirley Jean, who died January 1st of 1932.
No, I believe that's her birthday. If they got the date of his death right there,
Yep.
I'm pretty certain that Shirley Jean is still alive.
Oh, really?
Yes, because May 20th, 27 to 13,
Yeah.
32, and there's nothing carved right there.
So
So
the wife could very well be alive
yes,
still.
she could.
Maybe we can reach out to her and let her know the desecration of her husband's grave. This is not right. When you if your wife was to be dead and you was to be in the shoes of this wife right here, wouldn't you want them to know that hey, someone's desecrating my grave? Help.
I can tell you this, I'd be pretty peeved about it.
Exactly. This is not right.
No, it's a shame.
And to anybody, if to anybody watching this, if you do know about this site and you are the one that brought the flowers in a water bottle, that's still desecration. You know, if you're going to bring a proper vase or whatever, I mean, they have stuff for that. But to bring a water bottle and just stick it in someone's grave, that's a no-go for me, man. Oh, these look like something was here. Just like over there, there's another spot that looks like something was there. And there's a grave right here, if you look closely, guys. It's just completely covered. Can you read that, bro?
Kathleen Lumber.
It's just marked with a 5. I can't see anything. It's just too buried. This is just very, very unwell kept grave. Jesse M. Russell, born April 1st, 1891, died December 27th of 1911. Jesse, if you can hear our voice, please come to it. We are to help you. We are here to help you get the respect that you deserve. Now, as you guys know, our editor and director is kind of stepping away. I do see them going to the car right now. I've never seen the editor and director act like that. She's very, very hurt and everything, and I don't know what to say, but what I can say is this is not right. To all you people that are from the Portland, Oregon area, you should do something about this. Make a stand. Because these people can't defend themselves anymore. They're gone. They've already done their time here. At least give them a good resting spot to die in peace. This is nothing but traffic over and over and over. This is a man-made little bitty sidewalk that you can squeeze into. This right here is just unnecessary and uncalled for.
Having lived here in the Portland area my whole life, anything having to do with the history of this region, I would imagine would be very powerful for somebody who's attuned like that. It is, like I said, you can't step an inch in this city without finding something historical.
All right, everybody. Ruby, since you're back with us, do you want to tell us, let's get out of here. That's just pissing me off. I don't but this isn't just our investigation. This is where their home is right now. It is being desecrated. So, Ruby, would you like to explain to everybody, what was you feeling? What came over you?
Well, what came over me is that there's a bubble, and I can see the bubble. We're in a giant bubble of a mess of emotions. And for some reason, I sensed a woman just grabbed a hold of me, showing and sharing her pain, her loss of her
but we can't answer him right now because we're investigating.
And me having experience of having 2 miscarriages, I kind of like automatically knew the loss of your child and how it feels. And it just felt like she just wanted me to see what she went through. But now since I stepped out of the bubble and was able to recuperate, it's a hit and miss when you become a shaman, because sometimes you get to see what's going on and sometimes you don't.
Absolutely.
But what I saw was just, it was too much to heart of what I went through.
I completely understand.
Because there's like 2 graves, probably more.
I think that this investigation right now is definitely taking its toll on our whole team, including our cameraman. He's feeling this, recording this as we speak. Just imagine the toll it's taking on the spirits around here. Just to know that they're not at rest, it just really concerns me, because this is not fair. This is not how anybody should be treated, and all these babies that are dead here, I just can't believe it, and sometimes that's just how life works, unfortunately. It's the hand that it gives us and that we have to deal with. But what we can do is investigate. We can try to get them on EVP. We can try to listen to their cries and see what we can gather and work together. This is why we have Deathbat Paranormal, so we can give them a chance to manifest, to speak, to let us know what they feel, because they used to be people too. And I feel like when you're dead, you should still have a say-so. Somebody in here is somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's mother, somebody's father, somebody's uncle, somebody's family. Somebody in here is precious, and somebody loves them, or loved if they're not dead. We're speaking of 1800s graves too, guys. So we're dealing with this, and we're dealing with all this at one time.
What it feels like to me right now is, with all these historical gravestones, and even with a couple of the more recent ones we've seen, like we've seen some from 2013, 2017, you know, even 2011, you know, it seems to me that this graveyard is almost like a gulag for souls, you know?
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's very sad to see such a, what's supposed to be a serene and quiet place surrounded by urban sprawl. To me, as somebody who's put to rest, that would infuriate me.
Hey, they're watching us, or they've been sitting for a while looking over here. I'm not trying to be paranoid or make anyone paranoid or anything. I'm just trying to watch out for people.
No, they don't have a police officer sticker on them. They don't have antennas sticking out. They still kind of.
Yeah, I've seen a cop circle a couple times.
Yeah.
I don't think they think we were causing any kind of damage.
No. They see that we're not causing damage, and they're okay. But I'm gonna try and do an EVP over at the house.
All right. So I want to basically let you guys know an EVP and what it's for. It basically gets everything recorded. Basically, when you ask a question and you use a playback on a recorder, sometimes spirits can come through it and manifest itself. It takes some energy to manifest, so it sometimes may drain batteries and stuff like that. It happens all the time. What our editor and director, Ruby Schultz Mills, is about to do right now is she's going to do an EVP over here because she feels led to do that. Now, as she does that, she's going to try to make contact with the dead of somebody here in this cemetery, and she's going to ask some very specific questions. We are going to try to capture the activity and let her do her thing.
Do I just hit the button?
Yeah. You'll see it starting to count whenever it happens.
Alright, this is an EVP test with that presented to have paranormal. This is Mr. Mills. So we're going to try and see if I can get a hold of any spirit that actually tried to show me their pain. And Powel. Was that you trying to share your pain of the loss of a child you recently had when you were alive? Any woman in the Powell family who has lost children, were you the one who grabbed a hold of me, showing me your pain? Any of the men in the Powell family, were you doing the same for me to understand your pain of the loss of a child? That was my phone. Have lost a child. Please make yourself known. That will be the end of my EVP session. Thank you. I have to short the leash because he was.
Even though it's of the contrary, I still want to try to get as many pictures as I possibly can of the desecrated graves, of pretty much the dirt dug holes that the beavers and stuff have made, just so that way we can kind of get that on pictures. We may actually catch some stuff in the process of it, so let's do it, okay? our ultimate goal here isn't just paranormal investigating, guys. Ultimate goal is hopefully we can inspire some people to take better care of the cemetery. The spirits would be eternally grateful for that. Yes.
When you got a minute, Ruby would like to see if it was Martha that was trying to get her attention
Martha
about
Powell,
the baby.
she actually has a gravestone near her with all the infant that died.
Absolutely. We're going to check that out in a second. Me and our camera guy, we're going to go right over here. I'm going to get some picture of the desecration of graves. And we might take something. I'm also going to get some of these graves that have all these bug holes around it. Alright, sounds good. So what they're doing right now is they're going running some EVPs around that Martha's grave. Martha Powell basically had the dead child. That's from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, she had the dead child, and they're going to run an EVP to see if they can kind of, get in contact with her because they kind of feel compelled to. We, on the other hand, are going to go get some pictures of the desecration of the graves, and hopefully we can kind of get something that manifests itself. So let's go, guys. You guys see all that out there? Just nothing but desecration. Nothing but holes in the ground up. Now, I understand that sometimes you can't control what nature does, but they can at least set some traps for these beavers or damaging these grave sites. These people are dead, and it's just constantly being desecrated. Now, I understand nature has to have their ways, but at the same time, I mean, this is very well unkept. This is a good example of a cemetery that just clearly don't give a fuck.
As I mentioned earlier, it feels like a gulag for these poor souls that are here.
This one right here is a good example. I got something in that.
Did you?
Come here. Hey, everybody, come back to the circle.
She's trying to go to the bathroom. Linda had to go potty. What do you need?
The last picture I got over here at leg at the grave, there was a black head that peeked out the back. I got it on actually on photo in this camera.
Alright, I'll analyze it.
I just want to let everybody know that I did capture some evidence. Let's go to the back, guys.
So,
Look for the pictures of the leg tombstone.
and I've been feeling the closer we get to this corner right here, I've been getting the sensation that we're being watched.
I feel goosebumps. I got goosebumps. It's not because I'm cold.
You want to do an EVP?
Right here, yes, EVP.
Okay. Turn it back.
Oh.
I won't touch anything. Guys, right now what we are feeling is a spiritual presence.
Paul speaking. This is Deathbat Paranormal doing another EVP, part 3. Mr. Lag, was that you peeking behind your tombstone, checking us out? Christina, was that you trying to investigate what we're you give us a sign that you're here? That's the traffic. That is my dog, Cooper. Anybody in the Lag family, or Leg family, sorry if I mispronounced your name, here to even leave us a message? Is there anything you guys want to say? If anyone who is buried in this graveyard has anything to say, please state your name at the sign. That's the end for the Leg tombstone investigation.
I want to try to see if I can see.
Let's catch it up.
Yeah.
Linda has to leave that dog. She says she'll be back. Yeah, just stay with part 4. Because I put them in stages of numbers. We can hit this one.
Okay, everybody, this is part 4 EVP session. This is Paul Bishop, Deathbat, Mr. Leg. I wanted to come here today. Miss Christina, I took a picture and I thought that I saw what was your spirit peeking out at us. I understand there's a lot of traffic and it takes a lot of energy to manifest yourself. If you don't mind, can you show us, was that you? I want you to know that we're not here to cause you any harm, and we're here to help you in any way that we can. But in order to do that, you have to communicate with us. Was that you peeking out the grave at us when we took the picture? Are you trying to get our attention? Mr. Leg, how did you die? Mr. Leg, can you or Christina tell us, how did you die? Christina, would you mind if I asked, what is your favorite kind of perfume? Do you have any kind of perfumes you really like? How do you feel about being buried where there's a highway? Do you feel this is disrespecting your graves? Does this make you feel uncomfortable or angry? They buried you here and put a highway next to your grave. How does this make you feel? Do you still have any living family.
Any questions?
How many spirits are here with me in this graveyard? Mr. R. Reynolds, are you here with us? If there's any spirits in this graveyard, please come towards me. Manifest yourself. We're here to help you. I'm drawing in all energies in this graveyard. Is there anything that you want to tell us? Is there any messages that you want us to pass on to a dead loved one? To all the spirits that are around these trees, were these trees planted on your grave when you died? Did you tell your dead loved ones when you died to put a tree to grow from your grave so that way you can live on? Is that how you wanted to die? You wanted a tree on your grave? That was a very natureful decision that you made, and it's very beautiful. From what I understand, Mr. Powell started the cemetery to be a place for the dead. Is this true? This is the ending of the EVP Part 4. My name is Paul Bishop, paranormal investigator with cameraman. What's your name again?
Richie.
Richie. All right. With my cameraman Richie Lopez, and we right now are not feeling anything. It is getting a little chilly outside. Sun is still going down. We are right now, like I said, it's just kind of a mind game. We're very, disoriented and sad for the way these graves have been disrespected. We wish that there was something we could do about it. We have taken lots of pictures and stuff like that, and we hope that today we have touched at least somebody in some kind of way to make it known that these people are in a very bad spot. Nobody should have to be buried with these kind of surroundings. It's not fair nor is it appropriate. This is the end of EVP with Paul Bishop, and Remember, keep your eyes open. And monitor this recovery paranormal, because you never know, one day it could be your last rescue. All right, where's Linda? Did she come back?
Hopefully. I'm gonna head to the car and see if she's over there.
Okay. Get her back. Let's go ahead and get out the cemetery. I think we got what we need. We're gonna go ahead and get with the team before we close out. As you guys see, this is definitely a tragedy. This is an example of desecration. This is an example of poor planning. This is an example of, you know, people just being uncivil. This isn't a way anyone should have to die or be buried or, you know, go through things. At least give the person a good burial. They just died a tragic death, you know what I'm saying? Don't just throw them in a fucking hole with a bunch of highways around it to constantly keep them disturbed. I think I see Linda in the car. We're trying to gather our other lead paranormal investigator, Linda Lopez. She went to use the bathroom and she didn't really come back, so right now we're trying to find her. Did she go to use the bathroom over here? Where'd she go use the bathroom at?
She's at the nearest gas station.
Which would be up there at Chevron.
So she walked a good distance to get there.
Yeah. Well, Chevron's just right over there on the other side of the parking lot, so
Yeah,
it's not
still
too
a good
far.
little distance. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and try to walk over there.
Unfortunately, I think I left the spare key in the car or at Ruby's house.
Oh shit! Be careful coming across. She's at least been over there a good little 15 minutes.
Yeah. Might take her a few to get back over here.
All right, guys. We'll wait till Ruby gets over here. We're going to check on our lead investigator. Like I said, sometimes when you get on the investigations and stuff like that, it does, you know, sometimes when you have to use a restroom, you got a bad bladder, whatever, sometimes you may have to go. But one thing that I can say on behalf of our investigation of what I have learned from tonight, this place definitely tugs at my heart. I feel for these bodies, I feel for the desecration, I feel for the disrespect, and I made sure that I got the pictures to prove it. I think on behalf of the Deathbat paranormal team, we should give it to the Historical Society and let them know this is the hand they've been dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And it should be handled. I felt angry. I felt pissed off. Some people felt, you know, they felt sorrow of, like Ruby, for instance. She had felt that sorrow of a mother and her dead baby. That's not a feeling that anyone wants to feel. It's very, very tragic. And to anybody out there who's ever lost a kid, I mean, it hurts, and there is no other feeling to explain other than remorse and sorrow and pain. And I think today, at least we let these spirits know they're not entirely forgotten. There are good people out here still that do care. This is why we are in this together. All you guys out there that are watching this, I want you to understand that this is deeper than just being a paranormal investigation crew. This right here is giving the ones that are defenseless, the ones that don't really have a voice, it gives them a chance to communicate. It gives them a chance to have, you know, to have a voice, and maybe they can, you know, disguise it. And as we go on, we're going to get better equipment, guys. This is just the start of something great. This is one of our very first investigations, all of us together. And we plan on, you know, starting here and you know, going on and helping in any kind of way we possibly can on these investigations.
Let me leave a disclaimer.
Yes.
To any future paranormal investigators that are coming to Oregon, a lot of these sites we're going to are historical sites. please go through the people first before making an investigation, because Oregon's very picky and very protective over their historical sites. Please be respectful.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say, Linda, today about your experience with the investigation?
Well, when Ruby and I went off so I can comfort her earlier, when she started breaking down into tears, I was still just within the bubble. And honestly, it felt like a child was holding onto these two fingers, just wanting some sort of comfort. And
You actually felt a feeling of a child kind of coming
tingling.
up.
I had tingling go halfway up my fingers, like it was a small
Like kind
child.
of like a number feeling. So they actually went like this.
Yeah, just no, like a little kid just holding your two fingers like this.
That's enough. That's
Because their
enough
hands
to.
are so small, they can't hold your whole hand.
That gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. That's serious, guys. Something actually tried to make a direct physical connection with you.
Yeah.
Something out here was trying to reach out. It's a little baby, little kid trying to reach out to you.
Yeah, because there's a lot of young kids.
Me and
that
Richie
died
stumbled
in-
across a 9-year-old's grave.
Yeah, there's like a 9-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old in the tri-tree area.
And one of them didn't even have the last name Powel, but it was still buried with the family.
And we saw one
He's
of them.
probably adopted.
I don't remember which one it was, but one of them was
Or
drowned.
he was a friend of the family that was killed or died along with
Drowning is not a way to go out, let me tell you guys. It's the last thoughts whenever your head's underneath that water is, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? It's panic. And whenever you let all that air, I mean, water instantly floods into your lungs. And your lungs, you know, it can only take so much.
And what's
It's
crazy
kind
is
of
that
like the scene from The Outsiders where
it's kind of funny because I noticed Cooper was trying to get over there to play with near that area with those 3 children.
With the kids, because
Yeah.
kids have a direct contact with animals. They're going to want to pet the doggy.
He's
You know what I'm
actually,
saying?
and he's more sensitive to children than adults.
Exactly. All right, guys, so it's fair to say that this place is not really to be buried, but there are spirits and there is still life in this cemetery. Is it okay to agree with that?
yeah, it's not super haunted, but it's enough to let people know, hey, they're there.
Yes. So, everybody...
We're here, we're lonely, we just want our family and sleep.
Exactly. So everybody, this is the Powell Grove Cemetery in Portland, Oregon. This is the Deathbat Paranormal Crew coming to you live. This has been a very, very emotional investigation, an emotional roller coaster for us all here in this investigation, a little bit amount of time we put into this. We're going to end this investigation right here. We'll keep you guys updated on our next investigation that we do. Please tune in, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And for you guys that are looking and viewing at us, like and subscribe on YouTube, because we need your likes and subscribe. Your support is what keeps us going. So on behalf of Deathbat Paranormal, we thank you. Remember, keep your eyes open and always question the paranormal.
Have a good night. Have a night.